In this video, we will learn one of the most important topic in Python, that is variables. In Python, variables serve as the essential building blocks for storing, managing and manipulating data effectively. A variable is essentially a symbolic name linked to a memory location that holds a value. Unlike statically typed languages like C or Java, Python is dynamically typed, so variables do not need explicit type declarations. Their type is determined at runtime based on their value assigned. Let us see an simple example how to define a variable in Python. A is equal to 42. Variable A stores the integer value 42. Name is equal to Mikhail. Variable name stores the string. Now print A, print name, the output will be 42 Mikhail. In this example, the variable A is assigned the integer value 42 and the variable name is assigned the string Mikhail. As seen here, we did not explicitly declare their data types. Instead, Python automatically determined their types at runtime based on the assigned values. Rules and naming conventions for Python variables. Python has specific rules for naming variables. A variable name can include letters A to Z in capital or small, digits from 0 to 9 and underscore. Example var underscore 1, var 1. A variable name must start with a letter or an underscore but cannot start with a digit. Here you can see the valid and invalid variables where valid is underscore var underscore 1. The invalid is 1 var because the variable cannot start with digit. Spaces are not allowed in variable names. The valid one is var underscore 1 and invalid is var space 1. Variable names are case sensitive, meaning these all three fruits having the same spelling, but they are treated as the three distinct variables because variables in Python are case sensitive. Reserved Python keywords such as class, def, return, etc. cannot be used as variable names. Assigning values to variables. There are various ways to assigning values to a variable. The first one is basic assignment. In Python, the assignment operator equal to is used to assign a value to a variable. Here is a simple example demonstrating how to assign values to variables. Number is equal to 42, name is equal to Mikhail, print number, print name. In this example, the variable name is assigned the integer value 42 using the equal to operator. Next is dynamic typing. Python variables are dynamically typed, which means the same variable can hold different types of values during execution. Here is an example demonstrating dynamic typing in Python. Initially assigned an integer value, value is equal to 42, print value. Reassigned a string value, value is equal to Mikhail, print value. Reassigned a float value, value is equal to 3.14, print value. Output will be 42, Mikhail 3.14. Multiple assignments. Assigning same value to multiple variables. In Python, you can assign the same value to multiple variables in single line using a single assignment statement. For example, assigning the same value to multiple variables. Var underscore 1 is equal to var underscore 2 is equal to var underscore 3 is equal to 250. Print all three variables. In this example, we have assigned the integer value 250 to multiple variables 1, 2, 3 using the assignment operator, that is equal to operator. The output will be variable 1, 250, variable 2, 250, variable 3, 250. Now we will say assigning different values to multiple variables. Python also allows assigning different values to multiple variables in a single statement. This approach makes the code more concise and easier to read. Example, variable var underscore 1, var underscore 2, comma var underscore 3 is equal to 250, Mikhail 42.7. Now print these three variables. The output will be variable 1 is equal to 250, variable 2 is Mikhail, variable 3 42.7. In this example, we have defined multiple variables, that is var underscore 1, var underscore 2 and var underscore 3 and assigned them different values within a single line of code. Now we will see typecasting a variable. Typecasting refers to converting a value from one data type to another. In some cases, Python handles this conversion automatically. For explicit conversions, Python offers built-in functions like int, float, and string. Let's see an example. Typecasting, var underscore 1 is equal to 15. This is int. Implicit typecast, var underscore 2 is equal to var underscore 1 by 6. Print var underscore 2. This is int to float. Explicit typecasting, var underscore 2 is equal to int var underscore 2. Print var underscore 2. This is float to int. Output would be 2.5 and 2. First, we assign the integer value 15 to a variable and divide it by 6. The division produces a floating point number, so Python automatically converts the result to a float. This is implicit typecasting. Getting the type of variable. In Python, we can find out the data type of a variable using the built-in type function. This function returns the type of the object that is passed to it. Example, determining the type of the variables. First, we will initialize variables to different data types. Var underscore w is equal to 25, this is int. Var underscore v is equal to 99.9, this is float. Var underscore x is equal to Python basics, this is string. Var underscore y is equal to false, this is boolean. Var underscore z is equal to 10 comma minus 3 comma 7 comma 42. This is a list. Now we will print their types using type function. The output will be 25 class int, 99.9 class float, Python basics class string, false class bool, 10 minus 3 742 is class list. In this example, we define several variables each holding a different type of value. The type function is then used to display the data type of each variable. Let us see a scope of variable. In Python, the scope of variable refers to the region in the program where it can be accessed. Variables declared outside of any function have global scope, meaning they are accessible throughout the program. Variable declared inside the function have local scope and can only be accessed within that function. Example, this is global variable var underscore x is equal to 20. Now define a function to add numbers, print variables, call the addNum function, print the details. Accessing local variable outside the scope will raise an error. Output 20 plus 8 is equal to 28, var underscore x is equal to 20. In this example, the variable var underscore x is assigned the integer value 20 outside of any function, so it has a global scope and can be accessed anywhere in the program. Inside the function addNum, we define var underscore y with integer value 8. This variable has local scope, meaning it is accessible only within the function. If we try to access var underscore y outside the function, Python will raise a name error because it is not defined in the global scope. Object reference in Python. Variables in Python act as reference to objects in memory. This means they do not hold the actual value themselves, but the object where the value is stored. When a value is assigned to a variable, Python binds the variable's name to that object in memory. Example, here the variable p is bound to an integer object with the value 9. The variable name simply points to this object in the memory. Now we will see how to delete a variable. Python offers a keyword called del that allows us to delete a variable from the namespace. Let us see a simple example showing the use of del keyword in Python. Here var underscore x is initialized with the value 42 and printed after using the del keyword. The variable is removed from the namespace. If we try to access var underscore x after deletion, Python will raise a name error stating that the variable is not defined. Let's summarize. In this video, we explored the fundamentals of Python variables. Understanding variables is crucial since they serve as the foundation for storing and manipulating data. Thanks to Python features like dynamic typing, flexible assignment, and straightforward syntax, handling variables is both efficient and convenient. By mastering the concepts such as variable scope, typecasting, and object referencing, we can write cleaner, more efficient, and more maintainable Python code.